It's that time of year again when your parents are starting to nag you about getting your first summer job. And most of you are probably like, how the heck do I do that? Well, today I'm going to help you. I'm going to go through how to find a job, what to do at the interview, and how to manage your first day. Finding a job. This is probably the worst and most difficult part of this whole process, but I have some tips on how to find a job, and hopefully it'll help you. Ask your family members and friends. You would be surprised that they actually have good advice, and if they see a job opening somewhere, they will tell you and let you know so you can apply there. Find out what businesses are near you, because you probably don't want to drive half hour, 45 minutes to your job, because that's money you gotta use for gas and less money in your pocket. So I suggest finding businesses close to you unless you have your heart set on something that's far away. Just either visit the business or call them and ask if they're hiring, and if they are, go pick up an application and fill it out. Apply to all potential places that you might like to work at, because chances are you're not going to get the first one you apply to. Don't be discouraged if some places don't call you back or ask for an interview. They might have already hired somebody, or maybe you're just not fit for the job, and you want to have something that you would be good at. You might have to go outside your comfort zone when getting a first job. I told myself that I would never work in food, and what do you know, I'm working at a pizza place. Great times. If you're the type of person who, let's say, doesn't really like working with people, most of first jobs you're gonna have to, so I would say you never know what to expect, and you might actually get a job that you're not fully comfortable with, but I guess do what you gotta do. Check with your school and see if they have flyers about any potential jobs. At my school, they put business advertisements that are hiring on our daily news, so that's always helpful, and usually places like that are looking for teens or younger people to help them out. During the interview, one of the big things I feel like a lot of people don't do because they're nervous is smile. I feel like that's a huge factor to have for your first job, because most of the time you're going to be working with people, and chances are they're not going to call you back or call you in for a second interview if you seem grouchy and not friendly. You don't have to wear dress pants or a super dressy outfit for your first interview. I wouldn't come in dirty jeans and a ripped shirt or whatever, but you can wear jeans and just a nice top or whatever. You don't have to do that full business attire, because chances are you're not going to be working a big corporate company or huge businessy place. Look them in the eyes when they're talking to you, because it makes you seem interested and you're not just getting the job because you have to, even though you probably are. But they don't have to know that. Ask questions during the interview. You want the best job that's going to suit you the best, so maybe ask about how much it pays, how many hours, so it fits with your schedule, and so you're not signing yourself up for something horrible that you don't like at all. I know a lot of people have the fear that they're not going to know the answer to a question during the interview, but honestly, I would just make up something or use someone else's experience, because it's better to do that and just say, I don't know, or not say anything at all. How to calm your first day nerves. Wear comfortable clothes for your first day, not sweatpants or whatever, but make sure if you have to wear khaki pants or whatever, just that they fit you well and they're not too tight and you can move around in them and you're not self-conscious about anything. Get a good night's rest. You don't want to be going to your first job and you're totally exhausted because you pulled an all-nighter the night before, and it's just best to be ready to go and awake and alert. I always feel good when I make an awesome playlist to listen to the car on the way there. It gets you pumping and ready to go and excited. When you're going to your first job, make sure to get ready and leave at a good time because you don't want to show up late on your first day. And usually they have stuff to give you or stuff for you to fill out there, and you want to be early. The first day. Always have an open mind when you're walking into your first job because things might not always be what you expect. I have this like preconditioned idea of what things will be like at this job because like things you've seen on TV or heard, but the experience could be totally different for you, so just keep an open mind because you never know what will happen. I know people say this a lot, but I feel like people don't really realize it. It's okay to make mistakes like forever into your first job because you're new and you're still learning like all the systems and how everything works, and people don't understand you're new there. Ask questions. I know people think they're like a pain in the butt or a burden when they do this, but you want to be good at your job, so ask all the questions you need because you'll get there. Talk to the people you work with. Don't be afraid because there's nothing more boring than just standing there while everyone else is having like a good time and laughing around you, and you're just like standing up front like, hey guys, I'm new here but I'm not gonna talk to you. Be productive. Like, I wouldn't just stand around eating samples or texting or whatever you're doing. If you don't have anything to do and you finish all your jobs, like wherever you are, ask somebody else if they have something for you to do or if they need help with something, because nothing seems like a worse worker when you're just standing around doing nothing. If you're struggling with a customer, just take a deep breath and let them know that it's your first day and ask somebody for help. The customer is going to understand that if things might be a little slow because they've been there too and they know what it's like. And lastly, if you're worried that you're not going to be good enough for your first job, just remember that in a few weeks you're going to have the entire system down and you're going to be pro at your job and you're going to be comfortable with it. So just stick it out until you get there because I know you're going to make it.